Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into another daily read. This time around, we're going to talk about Tuesday or thereabout. I decided to pre-pull three main good tarot energies, and surrounding it on either side, I'm hearing supporting it. We have the success card and the grace card. Okay, so this is meant to be a very successful day for you being drawn to this reading. It's meant to be a Tuesday, and even surrounding it, where the grace that you are putting into this and that of importance, that you're naturally carrying and utilizing in certain strategic ways, is helping you succeed. It's helping you win in this life, even if it's been a struggle for you recently, even if you haven't felt successful or seen the success and rewards that you truly deserve, rewinding back however far it is for you. But moving on to the tarot portion of the reading, the Three of Earth being the first of the three, it was actually interesting because I pulled the three tarot cards in the reversal order, but this is the first one we're going to begin with for this part, because there's at times a statuesque but graceful, poised way about you. Well-spoken is what's coming through as well, and it's being gazed upon is what I'm getting, looked upon very positively. There's a soothing way about your energy throughout this day and everything that you choose to or even have to wrap yourself up with. And I feel like at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Eight of Earth, because I sense that this is a Tuesday, and even surrounding it once again, where you are choosing to and having to, being guided to water this and that of importance, and being prepared for good news coming in. I'm hearing music to my ears, but there's a sense of you thinking about growth recently, but more so experiencing growth in one, if not multiple forms, ways throughout this Tuesday, as we do focus upon for a second the growing sort of earthly imagery there on the top of the violin. But music with the violin here might be a part of this day for you. But I do sense that you are gaining justice. All right. It feels like this is a long time coming for you. And I also feel like Spirit saying what you're hoping for, what you're demanding, even for some select few drawn to the reading, what you're desiring. It feels like a new beginning, or just picking up in pace and progression, growth of something you've been working on or dedicated to. It could be something coming back around for you. They're saying enjoy and embrace the justice, the attention, the growth once again, and the success that is part of this period, this day, and surrounding it, because what's meant to be will be, right? What's meant to come to be and grow will happen exactly when and how it's meant to. That's just a fact that is meant to be embraced in a simplistic manner, therefore benefiting, the process of that coming to be. But also benefiting your present day reality, and even gaining more justice and success, right? Now, I do feel like the number 11 is significant, the number 11, and I'm hearing 1111. You're meant to, being drawn to this reading, gain wish fulfillments moving forward in order to support what you need the most in this lifetime. And then, maybe even that helping you gain something that you more so want but don't necessarily need, right? But they're saying even if it's not that supporting that want coming to be, you're going to be gaining certain wants, wish fulfillments in that sense either way, just more so needs coming to be, in that maybe transitioning as well into something that you wanted all along, or it's something you wanted that you didn't realize was more than just a need. I love that. But the Six of Fire being the third of the three main tarot energies, because it's a victorious day. The Six of Wands, the Six of Fire, definitely speaks upon you needing to take a bow and maybe even impressing yourself along the way. Now, you may as well be wrapped up in a situation, being completely honest, where with the hot air balloon being part of this imagery, you just kind of want to hop on in that hot air balloon and float away to a different reality or a different situation. But they're saying everything is happening in divine timing for you, and it has been, rewinding back. So we're needing to trust that when this hot air balloon is meant to swoop on in a slow and graceful manner, in a divine manner and take you away. That'll happen, okay? And a lot of which that does feel feels like it's tying into a successful new beginning that's going to happen, whether you already have an idea what that looks like or is. Some of you maybe, have already secured it, acquired it, but it's not the time to begin it yet, right? Leap into it. But some of which have no idea what it's going to be looking like, feeling like, experienced like, and you may already know what it's going to be, maybe very specifically, but you haven't acquired it yet. Okay, either way, it's not the time. Let's move on to some Gilded Tarot, just to further jump into these messages. The Four of Wands coming out, the Queen of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. I'm kind of putting these below on top. I know you can't see the cards, on top of two of which that we were just speaking upon before, the main energies. But yeah, so the Four of Wands pairing on top of the Three of Earth and the Success card, because, my friend, it's a day where things are naturally, very easily, and are supported by past efforts, but as well current day efforts falling into place. All right, things are working to your advantage very successfully, successfully, as the attention does take place, and even grow as well. Well, I also feel like there's a delicacy about your energy, maybe even about what you're creating and developing. There's a helpful nature about you as well that is on the minds and the awareness of other people. Some people at a distance and up close, I want to say specifically, can't help but think about you, right? You're very much part of what they are noticing throughout this period, and they're saying it's because you're doing something really damn well. And it may feel like that's something that you just easily do, right? But for some, and it reminds me of me producing these readings, there's more difficulty up until the point of gaining an on point, smooth reading from beginning to end. Say, for example, even before this reading, I had to begin the intro 3 or 4 times, and it's because I was trying to pull right from the middle of the deck, and I was supposed to pre-pull them. I was being messed with a little bit, things like this, right? So apply it as you may, or just see how it comes to be. But we're moving on to the Queen of Wands, right on top of the Three of Earth and the Justice card. Your passion is being utilized strategically, very efficiently, in an on-point manner. It's transitioning into quality, noticing, discovering attention, and that justice that you are meant to be one with and gaining throughout this period. This Tuesday feels very delicate and rewarding. It feels very, for the most part, supportive to your energy, to what you need at this time the most. And therefore that should allow for it to help you believe and trust in what is meant to be acquired and gained and grow at later dates, right? But they're saying eat up this justice, but protect your energy all the meanwhile. But we're moving on to the Page of Pentacles pairing with, or building upon the Justice card and the Six of Fire. There's new money for a lot drawn to the reading to gain because of this victory, because of this triumphant success. I feel like you're going to as well be thinking about a new financial obligation or opportunity to make more money, that's going to be another form of justice, another victory for you. Spirit saying things are just going to be adding up and coming into your world and being put into place very strategically and removed as well strategically to make room, to remove bad energy or bad juju is what I'm hearing, or just toxicity for some. It feels like a day where Spirit's saying, remember that every little thing is happening for a reason. Every transition, every up and down, every difficulty, okay? But we're moving on to, there's a specialty about you is what I'm getting. There's a talent and a skill and all the meanwhile, an ease even about how you choose to, thinking about a peacock, right? when they expand their feathers, it's magical, it draws your attention in, it's elegant, right? And it's bold all the meanwhile. How there's a ease and a talent and a success about how you choose to do that at certain points, but also when you think about when they retract their feathers in, how you also are able to and choose to be more to yourself and choose to protect your energy in that sense, right? And maybe even recover and heal all the meanwhile. But to get ready to wrap up this reading, the Grace card and the Six of Fire are being built further upon by the King of Pentacles. They're saying, in a sense, not to say that you were recently immature or lacking immense growth, but it feels like some spirits and maybe other people are viewing you as somebody who's come a long way, has grown, has matured, and even has advanced when it comes to a talent or two of importance. But it does feel like a day where you're going to be looked at as a very graceful soul once again, somebody who is well-spoken and does things to the best of their ability, but also goes through it. And so therefore is very relatable. And this is helping you gain more victory and more attention. But they're saying you are a very mature version of yourself at this point. This is meant to, my friend, this is meant to be a justice-filled, attention-filled, successful day where your grace is everything. Okay? So I hope this was truly helpful. Love and light.